So the issue I have with most modern toothpaste and mouthwashes is that the majority of them contain fluoride, as well as mouthwash, and also mouthwash contains alcohol, among other products. So what I want to do is show you a list of the harmful things that these have the potential to do. Let me just get out of your way a second. So here are some of the effects or biological effects of sodium fluoride. Okay, it could cause cancer. I'm saying could and it may, okay? It could cause cancer, it could impair bone strength, it could impair IQ, it can impair kidneys, impair thyroid, recedes gums, depresses heart, it could possibly depress cell growth, it could increase infertility, potentially, okay, and increase fluorosis. Fluorosis is where children get white sort of stains on their teeth, which doesn't look looks quite unsightly. And obviously some people have, it says, fluoridated municipal water supplies. In the UK, this is only in a few counties. You can go online, look at .gov and check to see if your county is having fluoride put in its water. In America, it's very prevalent. And alcohol mouthwashes can actually make your breath worse rather than better. So you're thinking, oh, let's get rid of my bad breath so I don't melt people's faces off. Well, if you just look at the dangers of alcohol mouthwash, the first thing that comes up on Google is that while alcohol mouthwash products may kill germs in the short term, the high alcohol content reduces the amount of saliva in your mouth, which ultimately makes bad breath worse. Saliva's primary job is to flush out potentially harmful bacteria, making it difficult for the bacteria to stick to your teeth and gums. So you can see that these mouthwashes with alcohol and fluoride in and fluoride toothpastes are not really good. And also, you just have a look, if you swallow mouthwash, that's not good for you either. So I prefer to go down the natural route. So I use a fluoride-free toothpaste, okay, and cacao powder, and I rinse my mouth with coconut oil. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you all, even though I can't see you. I don't know why I'm saying that. Anyway, so today I want to talk about oil pulling. So, and what is oil pulling? A few years ago, I did a video on fluoride toothpaste and how I'm using cacao powder as an alternative to fluoride toothpaste. And I used cacao powder for I think over a year, and I went to the dentist and had no problems with my teeth at all, and I've been using it ever since. So I'm just updating you now that I'm still not using fluoride toothpaste, I'm using cacao powder. Now, cacao powder has been found in many studies, which I'll put links to the studies, that is twice as effective at protecting your teeth than fluoride. There's a compounds in cacao powder. Obviously, you've got to use raw cacao powder. You can't use anything with sugar in it. That's going to defeat the object, okay? But raw cacao powder, it's got properties in it which actually help protect teeth and stop decay and strengthen enamel. And these studies have proven it, that it's twice as good as fluoride for protecting your teeth. And then we come to oil pulling. So oil pulling is something I also do. I don't use a mouthwash. So what is oil pulling? Well, basically, you get oil, you take a spoonful of it, and you rinse it around your mouth. The only downside is it's not like a normal mouthwash where you have to, you take a little swip, and you're done, okay? Now, the way you do oil pulling is you have to do it for at least 10 minutes. Which can be a bit of a pain in the neck, okay? It's some people, I think some sites actually recommend you doing it 10 to 20 minutes. I do it for around about 10 minutes. Now what I do is when I get into the shower, I take a spoonful of coconut oil, It sounds a bit rank. It sounds a bit rank, I know. Right? I will show you in a minute what I do, okay? And yeah, and I get into the shower, and while I'm showering, I'm rinsing on the coconut oil. I will tell you also as well, for this, for nothing, okay? Don't spit the coconut oil once you finish down your drain, down your plug hole. I wouldn't recommend that, okay? And this is another issue with it, which is a bit of a pain. But if it's good for my health, then that's fine, okay? So, is that if you do it often, and say your whole family's oil pulling and rinsing coconut oil around your mouth, coconut oil at cold temperature solidifies. So it's solid, it's mostly solid at room temperature, then it melts really easy in your mouth and it goes to liquid, okay? But when you spit it on the drain, it goes cold, it goes solid, so you could block your drains up. So I recommend probably spitting it into a kitchen towel and put it in the bin, or possibly into a tissue and into the toilet. You know, I've put some big things in the toilet and they unblocked it up, so I think you should be okay there. But you've got to be careful of the coconut oil solidifying in your drains, in your pipes. Okay, you don't want that happening. So just spit it, maybe put it in a tissues and pop it in your bin and chuck it out. Okay, it's no big deal really. And there are also studies that show that oil pulling is as effective as mouthwash for reducing or killing bacteria in your mouth. So the study observed that oil pulling resulted in statistically, easy for you to say, significant decrease in plaque, gingival scores and bacterial counts. Plaque scores, gingival scores and number of bacterial colonies increased after 45 days in the 20 subjects of the control group who practiced routine oral hygiene practices. So what it's saying is the people who practiced the oil pulling had reduced bacterial colonies, and the people who were just practicing normal oral hygiene, the control group, had increased bacterial colonies. So the oil pulling was better, okay? I will put a link to that study as well in the description box below. So, let's have a look at how I do it. In the study, they use sesame seed oil, but I use cold pressed organic coconut oil. Same horse, different jockey, okay? It's just as effective. And take a big spoonful of it like this. Remember, it's solid when you take it out, okay? As soon as you put it in your mouth, after a few seconds it melts. And you do that, just rinse it around your mouth for about 10 to 15 minutes. And like I said, you can't do it in the shower, otherwise you're just walking around the house, rinsing it around your mouth. And that's how simple it is. Just stick it in your gob and rinse it round for 10 to 15 minutes. Like I said, the downside is you have got to do it for a long time. But look, I was just joking about how I'm doing it there, right? Obviously, obvs. Okay, just put it in your gob, put it in your mouth, get into the shower, have a shower. You're in the shower for at least 10 minutes, unless you're not washing properly. Okay, so you're in the shower for at least 10 minutes. Stick it in your mouth, rinse it around for 10 minutes, spit it in a tissue, pop it in the toilet. Job done. Okay. Now they do say the proof is in the pudding. So I have still got all my teeth, and I've been doing oil pulling and using cacao powder for the past, I would say, 3 years. And in that time, I've had no other issues with my teeth. The only issues I have had is from prior to that, when I had to have fillings, when I was using fluoride toothpaste and alcohol mouthwash. So there you go. Okay, I know it's only anecdotal, there's no evidence based at all, but I've got fillings and bad teeth prior to using oil pulling and cacao powder. But since then, all my other teeth have been fine. Okay, I hope that's helped. Keep up with the good oral hygiene. Very important. Just as important as eating healthy. Okay. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay. And give this video a like if you liked the video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.